Hello everybody, this is Maureen Wong for YourNextStamp.com. I'm very pleased to present our February 2014 release. We have a lot of new products coming out, so let's get right to it. First up, we have our standalone stamp sets. This one is called Your Next Stamp Dance Fiona, and you can see it all stamped out here. There's the image. I am so proud of you, little ballerina, a heart, wishing you a delightful day. Congratulations, you did great. Very cute one. This one is Jungle Critters 2. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And here it is all stamped out. There's a snake with You're the Best. Seriously. A separate exclamation point and question mark, so you can put either one of those at the end of seriously. And oh snap, there is a zebra with You're Unique. Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you, by Dr. Seuss. There's an elephant with Sending you tons of hugs and thanks a ton. And finally, this one is called Stripes and Stitching. This is a great set. I'm so excited to play with this set. Here you can see all the different patterns. There's like in star asterisk pattern, straight stitching, a cross stitching, a really wide stripe. This is a kind of a wide stripe, but it has a couple of patterns in them. The zigzag and then a skinny 3-stripe border. And these all measure 5.5 inches, so they're perfect for going all the way across of an A2 size card. Then we have stamp and die sets. The first one is Terrific. Please excuse me, when I printed this out I spelled it wrong, and also on my label it's spelled wrong, and I'll go back and correct that later. But here's the set. And here are the matching dies. You can see there are 8 matching dies. And here on the white paper we have the standalone, well not standalone, but the stamps that don't have matching dies. Happiness Equals, Coffee and a Good Book, or you can use Tea and a Good Book. Friends are like good books you can pick up right where you left off. There's a simple swirl of steam rising, or there's a heart steam. There's Your Terrific, and a little heart in a word bubble. And then on this pink paper, you can see all the stamps that have matching dies. There's the muffin, the tea bag, teacup, saucer, spoon, coffee cup, donut, and stack of books. And the faces that I stamped onto the cups are actually separate images. Those don't come like that. They come as separate little faces, so you can stamp them on anything you want. You can have it without the happy face or with the happy face, or change up the 2 faces, however you want to play with that. Then we have Thanks a Latte stamps and dies. This one also has a set of 8 matching dies. This one is a little different than Terrific. Let me show you all the stamps first. Deja Brew, the feeling you've had this coffee before. Better latte than never. Go ahead and espresso yourself. Coffee and friends equals the perfect blend. Java great day. Thanks a latte. Your cool beans. And again, these are the same steam swirls from the Terrific set, except they're a little bit larger. You have a couple of different sizes of coffee beans, a solid heart, again a heart in a speech bubble. You have this great coffee ring, and I stamped it in brown ink just to show what that would look like. This coffee word with 2 beans, and then in this set you also have the 2 happy faces, and you can stamp those on the cups in this set too. And here is the shot of the dies, and this is where I'll show you it's a little different from the Terrific set because not all the dies match stamps. The ones that do match stamps are the cup and the lid. Those ones you would stamp the cup first. Well, usually what I do is I would stamp the cup and the lid first and then line up the dies around them. You can see the dies here. I would line up the cup and the top die around the images and then cut them out. But then you also have these other images that don't directly match stamps, but they can match stamps. For instance, I stamped this one with the 2 coffee words and the bean inside the circle. There's also a solid heart and a solid flower shape, and this can fit the circular image. It can also fit the single coffee word image with the 2 beans, or you can put the 2 beans or the heart or the faces or anything you want. This is a really fun set to just sit around one day and play with all the different parts and pieces. And then the other thing you have are these sleeves, and they don't have corresponding stamps, but they do have things that you can do with them. For instance, you can cut them out of pattern paper, colored cardstock, or this one is even done out of a green felt. And you can see, let me just take that off. It just fits right onto the coffee cup. And this one has kind of a bump out circular image on it, and that's where this circle fits perfectly into that bump. Oops, I secured these down a little bit too well. But you can see that round image goes right there and fits right in that little bumped out area. So lots of things you can do with this set. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with that one. Then we have our standalone dies, and this one is called Heart Doily. It's a set of 6. You can see all the different dies here. Let me show you what they look like cut out. And I just for size reference, this is an A2 size paper, and here are all your doilies. It's a really great fit onto an A2 size card. And you can see all the different pieces. Just so you can see the difference, I sponged them in a rainbow of colors, but each one of these colors is a different die cut. So you have this large heart doily. Whoops. Then we have 2 different sizes of simple circle that fit on top of each other and fit on top of the heart doily die. And then we have this smaller size doily and 2 smaller sized simple circles that stack onto those. And so you can see how they all fit together, and there's your set of 6. And then finally for this release, we have the Takeout Box Hearts add-on set, and it's a set of 6. And what this is going to be is for the takeout box. If you remember in a previous release, we had this takeout box. I left it flat because you're going to want to do any decorating while it's still flat. It's much easier than when you put the box together. And it goes along with the previous release. The previous release had these panels, and I cut them out of pattern paper so you would know the difference. If you see the previous release, the cutout was a little bit smaller, or a bit smaller than the side panels. And this release, we've come out with panels. Karen did a great job with this one of coming out with panels that are just slightly smaller than the box, but a little bit bigger than the previous one. So you can actually layer them all together and have more layers. And so that's what you can do. The white is our new release, the Hearts release, and the pattern paper is the previous release that came with the box itself. And you can see the other dies that come with this are this great heart cutout. There's 1 heart cutout for the middle panel, and there's also a heart cutout for the side panel. I don't know if you can see that here. You see how that cuts out of the previous release. It's a tight fit, but it does fit on there. And then I'll show you all together. This is how the new layering pieces work. You cut 2 of each, and you have them for the front, the sides, the short flaps, and the long flaps. So you would cut 2 sets of these. You don't have to cut the hearts out if you don't want to, but you would cut 2 sets and cover this second half of the die as well. And then if you take the pieces from the previous release, they fit right over like this. And you can see how that heart cutout looks on that side panel. And there are pieces for the long tabs and the short tabs. So once you have the two sets all layered up like this, it should look like this. And I'm sorry about the construction noise next door, I'm almost done. So that is our Takeout Box Hearts set of 6. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this 2014 February release with me, and I hope you find something that you can enjoy this month, and I'll see you over at yournextstamp.com. Thank you very much for watching.